What you got over there? What you got over there, little boy? Little boy. What you got over there? What you got over there, little boy? What you got over there, boy? Might have to pause it real quick. You better pause it real quick. What you got over there, boy? A mating call.
Alright, I'll pause. Fucking, you better not be honking on Bobo all day.
My silly ass.
Dude, I have a problem with honking on Bobo all day.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I need to go to, like, Honkers Anonymous.
You gotta go to a honkers meeting?
Yeah, HA meeting. Well, honkers.
You get a...
Hi, I'm Frank, and I'm a honker. I'm a honkaholic.
I'm a honkaholic. Damn, would they give you a coin, or would they give you, like, some sort of, like, horn?
I feel the horn could be triggering.
I guess you're right, fuck. I'd be the worst sponsor. I would tell honkers to get on bicycles, dude.
Bike shops are a real trigger for me.
Shops are, nah, dude.
I honk on Bobo too much.
Honking that Bobo too much.
Honking that Bobo.
Dude. Alright, quick shout out to Big Muscle Daddy Leland for fucking world record strongest man alive.
Yeah, it's strongest podcast listener.
Strongest podcast listener alive award.
Mm-hmm.
That's
strongest in our hearts.
I mean, I wish I could fucking deadlift that much weight.
Yeah. Like
what the hell is this? Oh, aren't you gonna set up your fucking call-ins?
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I was so fucking... I held my tongue all the way here. I was so pissed off at you when you put that up.
I never said I was going to do it live.
Yes, you did. You said
I said I was going to
do a live stream.
No, I do a live stream. That didn't mean we're going to do the live episode.
How do you call in?
On the live stream.
No. If you go on live, how is anyone going to call your phone? You're on live. You'd have to have
people can call into live.
How?
Because that's how me and Leland did it the other night.
Oh, well, then I am honking on Bobo, retarded as hell.
No, they joined the live stream.
Oh, well, fuck you. I didn't know that was it because I started to get. I was like, dog, I don't have enough cameras for this bullshit. I don't have enough time code machines. No, I don't have anything that will make it work.
No, they just jump in and it goes split screen.
Oh, okay. Grace, get out of the buckets.
I didn't know you could do it till last time. Till I got a request from Leland while I was live streaming.
Oh, like, damn! Were you honking on Bonky, dude?
I was, yeah.
You can't be honking when we invite Leland over.
No, I was honking on my keyboard and like waiting for you to come over the one night. But it was that night I wound up doing an hour-long live stream with Leland. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So we're honking on Bonky.
I'm constantly honking Bonky. It's all I know. And it makes a lot of sense because, the slur term, I guess, for a white person is honky. And that's all I do.
Pig Latin.
It's absolutely accurate. Mm-hmm. All I'm doing is honking.
Honking, yeah, dude. I love to honk.
It's like a lot. It's basically where this might be a little touchy, but you know where the racial term cracker comes from?
Yeah, like a whip.
No, that we love saltines.
See, that's what I've heard originally, but then I heard
Ritz crackers.
But then I heard
Have you ever been to a white person's house and we're not serving up crackers and cheese?
See, I always thought it was saltines, but then some other black person told me it was like a whip thing.
Cool Whip's also delicious.
Yeah, it is,
dude. We've been making our own whip around here. Cool it's been pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
We've been. Shannon's been baking, and my hoochie daddy shorts are a lot tighter than they should be. Is all I'm getting at. She makes me nice, dude. Here's what you got. Take it from a man who's got his whole life figured out. You got to honk on Bonky. You got to get you a bitch who will cook you nice desserts so you get nice and fat.
I get fat as fuck.
Give me a fucking... I'm a pure gainer. I'm a gainer and she's a feeder.
Community.
We're in a dom... She's a dom feeder and I'm a sub gainer.
A dom king.
Dom king. And we go to Burger King a lot. When's the last time you were Burger King?
Last week.
Nuh-uh. Mm-hmm. You fuck around there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet
I fuck
you
around
do,
there.
boy. I bet you do, boy.
You used to be able to see whenever I got it because I had the app connected to the podcast email.
I remember that. I would just be chilling, and all of a sudden I'm getting fucking notifications. My Burger King has arrived. I'm like, what? Where? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy.
What do you order? What's your Burger King order?
I get a double Whopper with cheese and
double Whopper with
sometimes I'll get the Bacon King as well.
What the hell's a Bacon King?
It's just like it's like a double. It's like a double cheeseburger type of thing with 2 kinds of cheese, and it's got bacon, and it's got the fixins. But it's pretty good. But like if I order that and a double Whopper with cheese, I'm nice and sick by the end of it. Like I have to force myself through the last couple bites.
Oh, double Whopper. Whoppers are big, dude.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll never forget the commercial. It resonates so much with me. When they did the Whopper Junior commercial, and the guy was like, "Man, I want to get a Whopper, but I got these little hands." So anytime I put these little baby grippers up on a fucking Whopper, it looks like the biggest cheeseburger ever made.
Yeah, like this. So yeah, you get yourself a Bacon King, get yourself a double, and you're nice and sick by the end of it.
Sick.
That's the goal with fast food. Is you want to order enough to where you're sick upon your last couple bites.
Dude, I have a sickening Wendy's order. It used to be they used to have this pub cheese chicken breast sandwich, so that was my big. I would get one big and 2 to 3 small.
Is that
items.
the type of cheese that's like a foamy cheese?
I mean, I guess that's. I mean, your description of foamy cheese. It was like foamy nacho cheese almost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. But then they put like Fritos or some shit on that bitch.
Damn.
So, damn is right. And then you get the curly fries. And then you get chicken BLT and then a double stack. And by the time you take your last bite of that, you are good and sick.
And yeah,
because a large soda, dude, is at least a liter of fucking cola.
So you got to remember to get like a Sprite or like a white soda, preferably, because if you can burp your way about halfway through it, then it staves off. You become full but not sick.
Yeah, if you try and have a big sickening fast food fucking meal with a Coke or a brown soda, if you chase your sick, disgusting
if you chase your sickness down.
Chase your sickness down with brown, you're going to have a bad time.
Petulant meal. Pestilent.
Dude, I did that to myself the other day, kind of, and it's almost. I think I'm finding out it's just like I can't have dark soda anymore.
Yeah.
Because have you ever heard of Chuck's Hot Chicken?
No.
So it's a place around here. I think it's a chain. And they just do, it's either wings or chicken tenders. They're huge, juicy chicken tenders, but they don't have different flavors. It's not like different types of it. It's either you get the fried chicken with 0 heat or you get their heat. And there's no other flavors of their hot. It's either level 1 through 4, or you have to go in there and order in person 5 or 6 so that they know it's not a prank or something. And it's it's just like, I don't know what the fuck their seasoning is, but you'll get a fucking chicken tender, and in the middle of it will just be dark brown red, where it's just like, that's just all the seed. They just dashed it right there. It's the hottest shit I've ever tasted, and it gets in the cracks of your lips. I think it's made with cayenne hot pepper.
You're walking up rubbing your hands together. What's the sickest I can get for $10?
Get off this. They're like, oh, we'll give you a 3-piece chicken and waffles and chase it down with the Mr. Pibb.
Yeah,
you'll be good and sick by the end of your lunch break.
Chase it down with a high C orange.
I wish, dude. High C orange.
No bubbly.
No bubbles, and it's pure weight.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And tart. It's tart sugar and weight.
Sugar, no bubbles, pure weight. Mm-hmm. Damn, dude. So yeah, I had a fucking. They have actually at Chuck's. They have excellent waffles with their hot chicken because it's waffles with sugar pearls. I don't know if you know what that is, but you'll take a bite into the waffle, and in the batter, certain parts of it is just crystallized candy sugar.
Whoa.
So like you don't even need syrup on these fucking waffles. They're that they're that moist, they're that fucking sugary. And you put a hot piece of chicken on that bitch, and then you chase it down with Mr. Pibb Extreme or whatever, Pibb Extra, and get good and sick.
No, is Pibb Extra just Mr. Pibb?
Dude, it's more than Mr. Pibb.
What?
He's like, it's like when you get to know your high school teacher, and he's like, you can call me Chris on the weekends.
You can call me Chris Extra.
Yeah. It's Stout Extra.
Yeah, Stout Extra.
Stout Plus. Stout More. Fuck yeah, dude. That's basically what it's like.
Dude, Chris Extra is...
Chris Extra sounds like a great soda.
Yeah, or like any kind of... That's a good nickname for anybody. Take your first name and...
Yeah, it's something
like,
extra.
yeah, you'd be Alex Extra.
No, it's too many X's. Frank Extra would
Frank
be good.
Extra is pretty sick.
Frank Extra is actually nasty, dude. That's a sick-ass name. Change your musical name to Frank Extra.
Dude, yeah, with
little
the...
devil horns.
Yeah.
Do itty-bitty tiny devil horns.
One forward, one backward.
Oh, fuck, dude. That's too sick. I can't handle that.
Bro.
It's too red. It's too red. It's too
so extra.
It's so extra. You're being too much, bro.
Bro. Yeah.
You're being too much.
So extra.
It's too extra. Oh.
The Cyrex.
I was getting up to my my show notes because it's been a little while since I've seen it.
It's
been a little bit. And so I'm on board with you as of late. I'm on board with you with your hatred for the DMV. But it's like we don't hate them for the exact same reason. And in fact, I might even hate you because you might be the person I hate at the DMV. I just hate being... Well, here, get this. Actually, no.
So I'm hardly ever there.
No. You're the type of person who'd be fine. You'd probably just be, you're quiet. You'd have your paperwork and you'd chew through the line as you should, and you'd get in and out. You probably wouldn't be a nurse who didn't understand the paperwork and is standing in line now calling the DMV workers who are already pissed off to be there cunts.
No, I see. You
wouldn't be like that, would you?
I
No.
wouldn't. See, I always have exactly what
that.
I need if I'm going in there.
Exactly.
Like,
So this lady, I'm sitting in there and like the tension is so palpable. It's so thick. The tension gets so thick that I'm sitting in line and there's a guy. And this is the guy who I would be terrified that you would be, but I don't think you would be. He's a guy that would be, he's basically probably a union worker. So, like, he just is a yappy dude who's like, I can yap, I don't mind, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to get on my 2 cents about unions here in a little bit. But this guy's just sitting there and he's like, well, the government has you come into these places and they make you bring in all these papers. And he's talking so fucking loud that it's irritating the women behind the counter. And then the women behind the counter are kind of answering like, yeah, well, if everyone can move the chairs down and get the chairs back where they be. And he goes, and then the government can't even get their chairs in line.
Oh my
and he's saying
God.
shit like, he's like, and then they're in here thinking that it matters where the chairs would go. And I'm like, oh fuck, dude! Just please shut up. Don't look at me and think that I'm going to join you on hating the government and the bitches behind the counter at the DMV. Listen, I hate the DMV probably as much as the workers hate going to work at the DMV. But I'm not going to sit here and say that the government's worthless.
Yeah.
And the people working at the government stores suck.
Yeah,
I'm not going to. And this dude's in here, and the reason I say that he's a union worker, it's like because union workers talk with almost immunity. They think that they have everywhere immunity. It's like, I guess, but just because like in establishment, huh?
Vape.
Oh yeah, it's like just because like in an establishment, you can be a dickhead and you can get away with it, and nothing's gonna happen to you. You're a customer, whatever the fuck. But like, dude, shut up! Quit making it worse for me.
Yeah.
But now,
Making
would
it
you be this
awkward.
person at the DMV, where I'm sitting here and next person moves up, so you just get up, stand up, and you got to move one chair over. Everyone's got to move a chair over. Everyone gets up, moves over. Ma'am, could you please scoot over? Why? So we can keep the line moving. I don't want to sit next to anyone. Ma'am, that's not how this works. So you have to scoot down. And she just gets up and like is rattling all of her shit. And it's like, bitch, I mean, no one wants to sit next to you. You're rotund and grotesque. But you can't take up 3 seats at the DMV.
Yeah.
It's just, you can't do that.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I hate the establishment. I hate them. I hate the place there. But I think I hate more so the people going to the DMV to get their trailer home
the whole package. Like
the whole thing is fucked.
Yeah, like it's like my DMV luckily has like a deli counter ticket taker thing, so you get a number.
Not us. Normally the DMV I go to, I must have just got it on like the busiest day of the year during rush hour. Because normally you walk in and everyone's like, "Hey, what's up? What can I help you with?" Like it's the night. For the longest time, I didn't understand your gripes with the DMV because my experience is so nice.
Yeah,
but this one, when it's that busy, you walk in and I'm like, "Who do I talk to?" And the lady helping someone is like, "Here, take a number." And it's just like chaotic. It's like a chaotic fucking.
You know, I got number 69 swing, and, but they were on number like 25.
Oh,
and so like I just went out to my car and smoked cigarettes for a while. I came back in and
buffoons until you get in.
Yeah, basically.
That's tight.
And try and time it out to where get back there in time. Like luckily, by the time it got close to me, people had left, so the numbers were jumping a little faster.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's one of the fucking the other DMV I went to. You can check in digitally, and that's what this one cocksucker. That's what this one cocksucker was saying. He's like, "At another DMV, you can go in and you can check in and go wait in your car." But some of them, they need you to sit in the store where their chairs aren't set right. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. I was getting so mad.
Making this so much more miserable. Like, everybody just minded their own business and just...
Yeah, dude, just shut up.
Yeah.
Listen to your AirPods. Don't talk to people. And he was talking to someone 2 people down from him. So it was like he had to lean over. And I was sitting to the left of the guy he was talking to. So the guy was like 4 people from me. Nah, I was just getting so pissed off. Like, they can't. And then every time something happened, or, I get it. It's annoying dealing with people. And once you deal with a customer, you want to go in the back and fucking rip your vape, or you want to be like, this person was awful. Fuck that. Like, yeah, go take a break. But they kept taking breaks, and this dude just kept yapping.
Oh my god!
And he kept saying, "Oh, it must be sanctioned times." Like, this dude was nuts with it. He was relentless.
No one let anything go.
Dude, they didn't kick him out or nothing. But they did kick out the nurse who called the lady a cunt. That was pretty rad.
Yeah, that's where they I think draw the line is where you
can't
swearing
call
at
the
them.
DMV people cunts.
Yeah,
They hate that. Actually,
they do. They
fucking hate that.
The government hates that.
The government hates to be called a cunt. Mm-hmm. Dude, you know what? I don't care if they hate it. I'm gonna call them it. The unions are cunts. The unions are fucking cunts. I said it. If you're in a union, you're a cunt. I don't care, dude. I had to sit in a loading dock for 5 hours because I'm not allowed to touch my gear. I had to wait for a union stagehand to give me my gear, and they were doing, however they were breaking down the shit inside. It was awful. I can't say too much because of the contracts, but the way that I got jacked around and told they're coming, someone's coming. I was told someone's coming to help me fucking every 10 minutes for 5 hours. I was getting so fucking pissed off. It was almost like maddening at how.
And with Kyle H word.
Dude, I was about to full Kanye. I was about to say all my ends are Nazis. Ends H HH. I was about to get pissed. I was about to start saying about how I sucked off my cousins, dude. I was about to get mad in there.
I'm so mad I can let somebody fuck on my bitch.
I'm so mad, dude. The fucking nitrous don't help me. It just puts me in a trance. I'm pissed. I went full Kanye in there.
And how it's for
God
it's like
damn
holy
it.
freaking heck.
Bro, oh, I'm actually getting genuine, like, not even funny angry about how that worked. Dude, we might have to take a quick... We might have to...
We on air? Baba booey, baba booey, baba booey.
Baba boo.
Baba boobies, baba boobies, baba boobies.
Bobby's boobies, Bobby's boobies,
Bobby's
Bobby's boobies.
Bobby's boobies.
If your name's Bobby and you got some boobies,
Dude, I bet there's
let
a
me
lot.
see them things.
For every Bobby, there's 2 boobies out there.
Has to be.
Damn. You remember like in Friday Night Lights, the movie, like the black hotshot kid who like, gets injured in the first game. His name's like Booby Miles.
Booby Miles, really?
In the movie. Yeah, Booby Miles.
Bro, all right, so I know recently we did college football players' names. There's a new one that came out recently that has blown my mind. College football player name. And you pull up, what were you saying?
Oh, I was
Go ahead, lead it off, big dog.
Okay. So my media diet, like a guy was trying, like when I went to Dylan's party, a guy was trying to talk to me about some show called Severance. I'm like, bro, I haven't heard of that one. He's like, that's crazy because it's actually like wildly popular, big right now. I'm like, I've only been watching. The only media I've been consuming is our podcast and documentaries on the Fuhrer bunker and the fall of Berlin, and short YouTube documentaries about cave diving catastrophes.
Did you tell him that?
No.
Thank God. You sound like a psychopath.
Transvestigations, but these are.
I only listen to my own podcast and
Yeah.
conspiracy theories that I listen to.
I mean,
and play on my podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been that much into conspiracy lately because this is just more historical fact. The Fuhrer bunkers where they all went underground and stuff, and like Hitler, he can't leave until Hitler says you can leave, but like he waited so long to be able to tell them to leave, that they could try and make a break for it. Meanwhile, like the Red Army, like a Brazilian, Russian soldiers in the Red Army are closing in on Berlin from every direction, and like you get this like so when you think about how many fucking people they had in Russia when like Hitler killed 20 million of them. Stalin killed probably 60 million of them, and so on and so forth. There's how many fucking people they got? They got more people than guns. That's the thing. Is like there's the human wave, like sort of like little like thing. And
this is what you wanted to talk about today.
I mean, that's all I got. So anyway, these guys like imagine this, you got to escape from Berlin. It's all like blown up and everything. And meanwhile, there's like just butt ugly Russians with an axe to grind, just crawling all over your city. They're like it's like they're multiplying in front of you. There's so many of them.
I dropped my fucking lighter down in the depths of hell.
Oh, dude, these couches are.
Fucking they're voids. Finger biters.
Yeah, like this one over here, I fell asleep and my phone fell in it, and I finally got that out, but my computer mouse has been stuck under there for weeks. I mean, it is a miserable hell. Like
we live in some sort of dystopian future where all couches eat everything you own.
Meanwhile, and you can't pull them apart.
No, that's the heaviest couch I've ever tried to move in my life.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. I almost like started crying earlier.
I almost shed a tear.
Yeah, because I could still hear the Fuhrer bunker documentary going in the background. But but everybody knows the story of the Fuhrer bunker, of course. So,
of course.
Yeah, Hitler, he got away and went to Argentina. Died of Parkinson's in around like 1968.
Of course.
And
as
the rest is history.
Everyone knows this.
Yeah, like
it's fucking retarded and crazy. I've been watching. Shannon loves Jersey Shore. We've been watching so much fucking Jersey Shore. It's crazy. What was that dolphin ass sound you did, dude? What the fuck? My boy loves Jersey Shore.
I've been practicing.
My boy fucking goes full Echo the Dolphin for Jersey Shore. Frank's in a little cup of water on just his tail, asking for a treat. I'm throwing him sardines.
Yeah, I'm trying to dip my wick in some poor marine biologist.
Yeah, dude. Some poor marine biologist trying to understand how I echolocate when I'm just going.
They do say that dolphin IQs are high enough, like at tricking women levels of intelligence.
Can't be that.
Well, no, what about that CIA operation where like they were using the dolphin to they wanted to make the dolphin into a spy. And so this lady got a house and she filled it with water, and it was a young male dolphin, so like it needed the release. So she like
what was she jerking it? She's that lady who jerked off that dolphin.
Yeah, there was a lot of CIA ops like that where like people got blank checks and like.
When they found out that
he couldn't focus. He couldn't focus without coming.
And then when they're like, all right, well, this has been a fail of an operation. Then he was like, I'm not getting jerked off anymore. I'm not coming up right here.
Yeah.
Didn't he drown himself?
Yeah, it's like...
He sank to the bottom.
That's the most...
And he's like, I'm not coming up if I'm not coming.
Dude, that's like some Elliott Smith shit. Like, dolphins are at like Elliott Smith level intelligence.
Fuck yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. If I'm not coming, why? Why should I be here?
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
What's the point?
Imagine this. You're like, your whole life, you're naked and you live in a house of mirrors. And
you got a lighter?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I do.
Shit, yeah.
Oh my god.
But
shit.
The fuck?
I fell in the sewer.
Oh, you almost fell in the sewer hole.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're floating around and you're, waiting for some sort of little sardine or something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you live in just a chamber where you go, hello, and it just comes right back at you.
Yeah.
And then till some lady comes, slaps the top of the water, and you go belly up, and she just squeezes one out of you.
Yeah, or if you're like Tillicum, you just like Tillicum had a decent life. He was like
Till I come.
Yeah, like that guy. He was the blackfish with the bent fin that killed like 3 instructors and was getting shuffled around like a Catholic priest, and they used him to breed like 20 fucking new killer whales.
Oh, did he like kill people because they took him away from his cows?
No, he was a performer who just snapped one day, and then they moved him to another SeaWorld where he'd perform again. And then
I thought they moved him to a SeaWorld, and he wasn't getting his normal strange, and he's like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?" He just gobbled up his enemies.
Think about serial killers, killer whales is they actually like do have sadistic like tendencies and stuff, because there's no reason for them to like hacky sack around the seals and just like beat them around. Like it's purely like playing with like their food to be like to be
so killer whales like actually kill and torture and like play around with their kill.
Yeah,
dolphins are just perverts.
Yeah, dolphins they are. I mean they don't have enough weight to throw around. I mean killer whales are literally big dolphins.
Well, have you seen the new finless dolphin that looks like a sleek sport edition of a killer whale?
Is this like the pink? Oh no,
it's black.
It's not the Amazon River dolphin.
No, it's a black, sleek black dolphin with no dorsal fin.
New dolphin was not on my bingo board for 2025. Another Redditism.
Bingo board has been crazy. No one's bingo board was expecting a new dolphin. No one's bingo board was expecting Katy Perry.
What the fuck is on these bingo boards?
Dude, Kanye West's great comeback, I think.
Yeah, Kanye West, really his.
Well, in a non-joking manner, Kanye West will have a big triumphant return because of how all these young, not triumphant, that might not be the right word, but all these young kids that are like Generation Alpha think it's funny to like be racist and have the swastika on. Maybe Kanye is a smart ass dude for seeing like the future trend.
Well, what he's doing is truly transgressive. But here's the thing: is like black people of any age don't care about it.
Yeah,
if anything, they don't like him like kind of just saying embarrassing stuff more in public. But they don't care about him railing against like the Jews all the time. Like black people don't give a fuck. Like
no, they don't care about it.
It's Whitey that's mad at him.
Yeah, that and. With everything, so a lot of stuff that I've been seeing, I don't know how my algorithms are getting to this. I've been seeing a lot of like young kids, like my nephew's age, getting in trouble for jokingly saying the N-word, or soon there might be another poop swastika on a wall somewhere. Like this kid went to a mall and it's like, a graffiti wall, whatever, you can write whatever, and he just wrote big, bold, black letters in. And like some lady's like, "Do you think this is funny?" And he's like, "Yeah."
It's just about the funniest thing you could do.
Yeah, dude, the kid turns around and is like, "It's pretty fucking funny."
Yeah, why would I? What other reason would I do it?
What, you think I actually want to say that? No.
You'd write it and stick around to like see people admire your handiwork.
Yeah, see that? I've been working on my handwriting since grade school. How do you like the round of the G?
It's your tag. I always forget to warm the paint can and shake it up enough, so it's really, it always has a really hard dot where it starts and then fades real quick.
If you look at the canvas, I did prep it with some gesso before I started. He's treating like an art installation.
He's using acrylic paints with a paintbrush. He's got like a little circle thing on his hand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dude, it's nuts. Like, I've never seen how, like, so many...
It's
like kids that are like,
well, this is
the
what
algorithm on the internet is quite aggressive because sure it might be haha funny, but now it's like getting wild.
This is what like us free speech warriors have been trying to say what happened for years, but like, they wouldn't buy it. Like if you like completely sanitize the internet, censor everything, make all this stuff like so taboo, it's the first thing kids are gonna do is like breaking us. That's like it doesn't change the fact that like the thing that you're not supposed to do is the thing that would be the funniest thing to do.
Right.
Well, there's a direct correlation, inverse correlation between what you're not supposed to do and what would be the funniest thing to do.
Right.
Because the heart of our comedy is like, it's family first, and
obviously then God,
and then America.
Yeah, and then getting pussy.
I'm fully I'm fully black pilled in America at this point. I kind of hope that the whole thing collapses and we become 50 of our own countries. I'm like
we turn into a Europe.
Yeah, basically like a sort of balkanization sort of thing. See, like
when do you foresee that happening?
It's coming down the pipe, man. Thing is, we're not going to know when it's going to happen. It's just going to happen overnight, like the Soviet Union did in '91, where they're going to be like, "Look, the fucking jig is up." Like,
by the way,
this thing,
this ain't gonna work. It's kind of been fucking up for a while.
Look, the checks aren't coming in this week.
Checks aren't coming in. You're on your own team.
Yeah, like this. I think that could happen, like where the federal government collapses. I mean, look at it for like I don't want to get into like too much politics stuff, but they got some retards in there that could really gum up the works enough to where like if the paychecks, like the auto pay, like stops hitting like all those bureaucrats one time, then like it's the collapse of the federal government, and we become, we'll be living in the Republic of Missouri.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be nuts.
It could be worse. I hope we become.
This might be wild, but it's still kind of on the politic, Ben. So, what is Elon Musk to Donald Trump?
It's a
dolphin thing.
So Elon Musk
is he like he's just like chatting in his ear?
He Trump created a whole new. He sort of pivoted the mission of some like government branch, some like no name shitty one, into Doge. Which like was the faggiest thing he could have done.
Yeah.
Then
he's walking around star jumping.
So he basically is just like he's going around and he's auditing
that stupid star jump because
that's
doing X.
Dude, he's such a fucking gay.
So now I
retard.
saw a video of him recently. It looks like he's so fucked up on ket that he can't even walk. Have you seen him fucking like straight up walking like a ketamine robot?
Dude, I wonder if he's probably being like the CIA's shooting him with little shellfish neurotoxin darts. Like,
dude, maybe it's like he's walking like he's trying to think. Okay, right foot and then the left arm. Like he's walking like this.
Yeah.
Like
this. There's something. Here's the thing: is I haven't really considered this until now, but like. Some to be noticed is so what Doge is doing. They're going around and finding like all these like sort of weird like liberal like sort of like international like international policy like groups or like wings. So like there's this thing U.S. Aid. So what this group is and what all these groups are, they appear to be just sort of like liberal groups to where like rich elites can pad their resume to go work in Washington, but really they're actually all CIA fronts to like sort of topple governments in other places.
Why is it called Doge?
Because Department of Government Efficiency.
Oh,
so it's like basically like auditing, and it's like
okay.
So like this USAID like really it looks
I thought his shit was like named after a meme. I thought
it is. It's the acronym is the meme.
How gay? How
yeah, it is. It's like a double.
Dude, how fucking annoying.
But anyway, he's going around like he's been taking out all of these CIA fronts that just appear to be like liberal, like or elite make work jobs, and I don't know if he realizes that like. Because like so when USAID goes into like Ukraine, they do things officially. It's like, oh, we give them seeds, and we hold little like rallies, we promote democracy and stuff. But really, they got the CIA in there as well, sort of like stoking up like the Ukrainian like Nazi groups, and they got them to overthrow the Ukrainian president in 2014. That was more pro-Russian, and that's what kind of led to that war now. Is because like there was a coup in Ukraine in 2014 that like our little like. Lib agency.
Why don't you get yourself a fucking history autistic bitch, and you two just spit facts at each other? You either need a bitch that have you seen that Love on the Spectrum where the two just sit there and talk about country songs and what key the country songs are in?
Shit, man.
You either need a woman to tell you what key country songs are in, or you need a woman to tell you about fucking historical war events or some shit.
Like, honestly,
you need to go hang out at a library. You need to go fucking lay chum in a
where does a guy? How does a guy meet autistic chicks these days? I don't. I met one, dude. And like honestly, like I think
autistic chicks now that they're becoming like a commodity, dude. You go onto fucking Instagram, and everyone's got their link pages and stuff, and it's like. Oh, a busty autistic chick. Watch me stim my bouncing tits through the day.
That's bullshit. See, I've actually like briefly dated a real deal like autistic adult female. Like, and the lady she only talked we talked about the Titanic forever. Like, she only posted about the Titanic and like.
So you mean
female
to tell
autism.
me that these ladies
she was
stealing
the lady with
little boys' money on OnlyFans, saying that they're autistic?
Those are phonies.
They're phonies.
They're phonies.
So you mean to tell me that those fake accounts stealing my $5 bills out of my pocket are phonies? I'm over here thinking that I'm doing the right thing. Kind of like how people go to Special Olympics and they, donate their time. I'm donating my time. This bitch thinks that somebody loves her, so this bitch thinks that somebody wants to date her. I'm doing the community a service by taking these gremlins off their family's hands for a few minutes.
No, see,
I got that bitch up in her room for 20 minutes screaming over some Shakira or something, trying to shake her ass. Bro, she's telling me that she's part wolf.
Bro, see, like, that's, those are just, like, I feel like, completely just internet, like worm people, basically. They just live to feed the social media machine and, like, and, like, craft this image. But, like, what we really want is just a woman who, like, if she wouldn't have had a wife, man, I probably would have, like, I would definitely lock her down. It was the one that did with the wife, I can't do the poly thing,
No, the poly thing, that's...
But, like, it's like that, it sucks because, like, I really... Like, we didn't have to talk about anything. She just, like, as long as she could...
She just wanted to hear facts.
She just wanted to DJ and, like, neck and do the hand stuff and, talk Titanic.
She wanted to give you a fucking mean squeeze.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like as a first date, she was like... After, like,
were you talking facts while you were getting squeezed up?
Well, I told her about how I've been to like the unsinkable Molly Brown's girlhood home,
and then were you in her hands while you told her you were in the unsinkable?
It does. I like a little dirty talk, Bro, it's like, I mean, you should have seen how she reacted.
Oh God, I bet you,
bro. It's like. It's like, yeah, man.
Do you think that she looked down at it and caught like the glint of the fucking the parking lot lamp off of the pre-cum of your penis? Bro, she was like, this reminds me of the iceberg.
I mean, she later told me like you're like your cock is perfect. like it's not like nobody's ever
bitch.
Like it's like she was
Hold on.
She was like really jazzed on it, like yeah, like
yo,
the dimensions, the size, the
hold on,
the cut.
Being told that all right, had she seen other weens prior?
Yeah, of course. Her wife is the first woman she dated.
You're perfect.
Yeah.
You should have just gone into her house and fucking challenged her wife to an arm wrestling match. Winner keeps babe.
I don't know, man. Wife.
Winner keeps babe. Loser becomes boyfriend.
bro. Like,
You assume the role of husband, and she becomes the boyfriend. She picks her up and goes fingers her once every 2 weeks in the parking lot.
You know, the thing is, like, it's. I don't want to. Just the thing is, also, I don't want to timeshare my autistic wife. You know, like also,
No.
and she's you know, I'm not an evil person who like will just manipulate the autist to my will. You know, like I would because like I don't know. I feel like if you know they're not good at reading social cues or like assume people be lying or being malicious or something. Like it's just a fact. Like they get you know if someone has enough riz, then like they'll follow them to the end of the earth. But like I'm just I can't play that way. You know, I got like. It's not about getting away with it. It's about living with it afterwards. You know, I mean, I got a guilty conscience. I was the only Baptist in my family. But
you live with that sin weighing on your fucking conscience.
Yeah, like that's that fucking God damn, I miss that autistic girl.
What a sweet
fucking
woman.
I like can't the poly thing. I can't be any like I'm not into, like, totally rejecting modernity, you know, and be like the trad everything, but like I don't want to be a thing.
I couldn't be in a poly thing because I already disappoint one girl. I can't disappoint 2 or 3 people.
Yeah,
I can't be the weak link in the relationship.
And honestly, it's
imagine getting broken up with by 3 people. Like 3 people sit you down and say, me, Chetler, and Chaz here have all decided that you're out of the fucking group relationship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now us 2 are going to keep banging this woman and you don't.
Man, it's like, it's literally like, you know, push you to do some Andy Dufresne ass shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. Like in, speaking of Andy Dufresne, I watched a movie recently where I realized it was basically like, it was one of those stories like Stand By Me, the Stephen King story, and I didn't realize it till afterwards, but the guy, he references his lawyer shot his wife and like went to prison for it, but like it was a reference. Andy Dufresne was this guy's lawyer in the movie. What fucking movie was I watching? It was
Dufresne killed his wife? What was she? That's what he's. Was she not faithful?
Oh yeah, he caught her pipe in. Like, you know, he walked in and like, you know, had the gun ready, I guess, but like he was there fucking and he just blew their brains out.
Damn, dude. Like coming home suspicious enough to have your gun ready. You open the door with your gun, fucking leading the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's things like
this was different times back then.
I mean, that's really like how like. I know that people always say like revenge like doesn't like make you whole, you know, whatever. You know, it's whatever. But like, how can it not help a little? Like
it's got it.
And when someone like truly like just like torches you to your core in that way, like
yeah, dude. You're telling me that getting absolute revenge. Depending on how you want it, if you want to kill them or if you just want to ruin their life in a wild way.
You know, I'm more of like.
Would you be more of a put 6 in them and put them down, or would you be more of a?
Not a chance I could ever be like a long. I can't hold grudges, so like I need to use that anger while I got it in the moment, because holding a grudge takes too much energy. Stalking people, it's a bad use of my time. So it's best to just you know. If I could just line their heads up and just use one bullet to take them both out, that's a and like blink and not look, and you know, and I don't want to like. I'd maybe hide around the corner because I don't want blood to spray on my brain matter.
You build an elaborate Rube Goldberg setup.
Yeah. It's yeah. Oh, I hide it. I rig up a gun in her pussy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Dude. So right when he goes to put it in, it blows his penis off.
Holy
and then when
shit.
he's like, I can't even believe what just happened. I have to take a look. What's down there? Yeah. He opens it again, then he shoots him in the head. Because he's got to check.
It's like scanners.
It blows his dick off, and he's in such shock. He's like, I don't understand what's happening, babe. Is there a gun in your pussy? And goes down there.
And in fact, I would let her live and let her live believing that her pussy did that.
Yeah. But I can't allow her to think that she has a pussy that just blew some dude's mind.
Well, here's the thing is, though, like, they're like, women, they'll use it every time, but then like, you know, they'll regret it later because, you know, they like now they got to go out and find a new guy to get tricked by.
Yeah.
Until, you know, and maybe next time, you know, you get a guy that like lingers and you think it's okay, I got gun pussy, he won't, you know, be a problem much longer. But then like gun pussy don't show up this time. Suddenly, I always had gun pussy when Frank was around. see, like, and it's
this guy just doesn't do it for me. I don't have the gun pussy for him.
Bro, it sounds like a fucking like a rejected early James Bond story.
Oh, dude, yeah.
007 and gun pussy.
Gun pussy, yeah.
Or like the Bond girl's name or something. Like the evil Bond girl who he fucks then gets killed.
Yeah, it'd be fucking...
There's always the
gun cunt.
There's always the good girl and the cunt who like...
With the crazy sex slut name.
Yeah.
Wait, does a good girl have like the good girl... Like what's the good girl's names?
Well, my favorite one is Dr. Holly Goodhead.
Obviously.
Moonraker. She's a fox. I like there's
because I honestly only know Austin Powers. I don't think I could ever find myself to sit through a 007 movie.
Here's the thing: those like the Roger Moore James Bond movies were already Austin Powers. They were like camp and parody and shit.
Oh, were
like,
they?
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's kind of weird that to like even parody them because like Moonraker is like basically a comedy. Like.
Okay, well, what's the Johns? I mean, the ones that we grew up on with fucking
Pierce Brosnan,
where he was like skiing on ice or some shit.
Yeah, like
against
that was one with Denise Richards, and they made her.
Damn.
They made her name Dr. like Holly Christmas or something. He fucks her, and then he's like, I guess Christmas comes twice a year. They made her name Christmas just for
so
that
they
cum
can do
joke.
That. Yeah, they can make a fucking load joke.
Yeah, and like,
God damn it, Denise Richards deserves a little bit more than that.
Yeah, she
give her a name like Brittany Throats.
Yeah, fucking Throatzilla.
Yeah,
fucking. Dr. Sloppy Top. Fucking
Dr. Endless Throat.
Fucking there's some other ones too. I can't remember.
You know, dude, there's all types of
there's like lots of Bond movies,
dude.
You know.
There's hellas.
There's all these Bond movies, you know that. And there's sometimes a different guy.
Dude, that's crazy.
But he's still Bond?
I don't get that. How do they do that? Why don't they just
do I have a fucking tumor or something?
Make
I don't even recognize. 00.
Like you tell me there's 007. What about the 001?
Well, remember there was 006 was Sean Bean, I think, in GoldenEye. And he's like, you know, he betrays him at the end. He's
Sean Bean Boromir?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 006 in GoldenEye, I believe. And there's one where the villain is basically like Steve Jobs meets like the Gawker CEO guy. Like he's the guy who like he does like horrible terrorist attacks just to have like good headlines to sell newspapers.
Steve Jobs fucking.
But then there was also the worst Bond villain motivation or whatever. It was like Christopher Walken's and the one where he's just like stealing like prize racehorse cum or something. That's the one with Grace Jones, I think.
Oh.
It's the Bond
James Bond. That was
the least sex one of the least sexy kiss I've like no chemistry.
Who kisses Grace Jones?
Roger Moore.
Oh my god!
Or is it
Grace
Tim
Jones
Dalton?
Like
it might be
6'6".
Yeah, I mean she looks like Shannon Sharp. She does.
She's demanding the longer cut of the kiss.
Yeah,
she's in there kissing Roger Moore, and it's a short edit. And she's like, "No, I was in there giving them more. I was in there hollering his ear."
Grace Jones,
dude. Do you know much about the Shannon Sharp video?
I saw a meme that was the action figure meme of like him and like is it a small white girl like I heard Farrakhan said to quit messing around with the snow bunnies. So I've stayed up on Farrakhan, and
sure.
I stay, you know, is my.
Well, a video leaked out, and he's not apologizing for it, and he's demanding.
Why should he apologize?
Well, not how most celebrities would be like that. This is something that
was also
like he's going against his PR. Like people are telling him, Shannon, don't talk about it. He's like, no, show him the whole thing.
He's like,
give him the whole video.
He's on ESPN shows and shit, and he like kind of on. get like sort of hiatus or something from that. They don't like they're kind of soft firing him. So I remember they put out that video where he screams through his teeth at someone off like camera. He's like, and he's like, only 2 teams asked him like, what's your phone number? Where are you gonna be at? Like, and it's like, dude, like, when was the last time you played football? I
don't know, but he was something, man.
He was something. He played for the Broncos.
So it was after OJ. My opinion is after OJ. After OJ went on that vacation and unjustifiably got placed.
Yeah,
after that hero cop.
Right. After he, we wasted all those like tax dollars going after the.
I think they were like scrambling for like another NFL personality from that era of NFL, and they for some reason went with Shannon Sharp.
Really, like because
I have a feeling that if OJ didn't get either caught or kill that lady, he would be like. What Shaq is to
or
football.
Like more like The Rock. Like people compare him to The Rock and stuff.
I mean, he'd be massive
because he was like also he's a movie star and stuff, and like one of the most like sort of like charismatic, charming guys.
Motherfucking OJ Dingo, dude. We're gonna post a picture of that ad. He's got. I don't know if that's talking about him having a huge dong or something, but he's got 3 legs in that ad, and I'll accept it,
bro. Like I'm gonna tell you what, like OJ, it's just amazing how many yards he got. And 2,000. He's the first person to get 2,000 yards. 3 less games. Playing in Buffalo.
Playing in that weather.
Yeah. And you're running up against like Mean Joe Green. And
you're playing against the fucking Raiders. You're playing against the brutal Raiders.
Yeah,
dude. I was watching something recently.
There's Steel Curtain, the Pittsburgh Steelers of that era.
Dude, we got to watch. There's this Bill Belichick documentary that's out, and then there's another documentary about this Raiders coach who was like one of the lineman coordinators. He wasn't that good of a defensive coordinator, but what he would do is like before the game checks, looking up their wrists, whatever, and then he'd wrap them up. There's like one of their O linemen or D linemen had a broken thumb for like 2 seasons just so they could give him a club. And he was ripping people's heads off and uppercutting people. There's a tackle where they just rip OJ's head off. They fucking destroy OJ.
Dude, like, then you got like Lawrence Taylor, who's like gacked up on coke, he almost twisted Joe Theismann's head off, and like ended his career. You ever see that one where he grabs his face mask and twists his head fucking around?
That one's it's nuts.
Yeah, and like
nothing's better than the fucking '80s football era.
I'm pretty sure there was no fair catch back then.
There wasn't, dude.
Dude, like
it was just pure. There wasn't.
You couldn't pass interference. Even.
I don't think there was unsportsmanlike conduct if you hit like dirty. Like if you laid the fuck, like you blindsided, you laid someone. That was
the thing. Is like that used to be a big selling point. Is they wanted big hits. They'd show the highlights of the big hits. Like people just like leading with their fucking helmet and
just fucking.
I watched the thing about like I'll tell you what, it was a nice little trip down memory lane for me because it was the documentary about Steve McNair getting killed. Like
Steve McNair got killed?
Yeah, he got shot by his mistress.
What? Like, wasn't he the Tennessee Titans quarterback?
Yeah, he was. That 1 yard short. Oh, it felt so good to see the greatest show on turf fucking win it.
Damn.
Yeah, like I tell you, like we were like,
damn, dude. Do you think his wife killed him since he lost the fucking
bro? Get this.
Super Bowl?
Get this. Here's how fucked up this is. So this Wigger moves with his hot Iranian girlfriend to Nashville. And he's like, man, he's like Steve McNair. He's my favorite fucking player. Like he's like growing up. Like I idolize this dude. And he's still the greatest Titans quarterback of all time and stuff. But then Steve McNair starts hanging around Dave and Buster's and steals his girlfriend and like ruins the Titans for him. And he was a big suspect in the thing, but he was just a kind of like an incredulous, like pretty innocent, harmless Wigger who was just adjacent to the whole thing. But but
a big Steve McNair fan.
Oh, like yeah, he idolized him because he was a kid when they had the first year Super Bowl run and stuff. And you moved to Nashville with your hot, unstable girlfriend, and like and then she starts they break up and they're living together, and she shows him like she's texting Steve McNair and stuff. They'd go to the Titans games together and shit, and like this. No. So yeah, she took that from him. But then again, that though, if
oh boy,
here's the thing: is if that were me,
had that been me,
then I would almost like be like washed in the blood of the Lamb, and I would be able to enjoy the Titans again if like her and Steve McNair were to both die by her hand. Like that would like
finally I can enjoy my Titans.
It would be again. It'd be rebirth. It'd be like
sure.
Yeah, it's
Damn, I had no idea Steve McNair got killed.
Yeah, he got shot a bunch of times by his
bunch of times.
Yeah, like by his BPD mistress. Like, yeah,
Whoa.
because like he was like sweet talking her and stuff and promised her like life stuff. And he's married with like 3 kids, and he found out he's fucking a bunch of other. Wouldn't even explain what the dolphin noise is.
Yeah, but just half the time we never explain any of our shit anyway. Oh well, that's rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well, whatever. Fuck it. That's rolling now. Yeah, this is gonna be a hodgepodge one. I'll figure it out. Whatever.
Okay, so famous sci-fi writer Harlan Ellison. He is the writer of the short story "I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream." He was the first sci-fi.
I have no mouth, but I must suck.
Yeah. I have no mouth, but yeah. But anywho, he was the first guy to ever like write a sci-fi where it was like, what if the future actually will suck? And like, because there's always like utopian shit before that. But so he created like that story. It's basically like an allegory for hell, except the AI's devil. But that's not the point. The point is his personal life, his rough and tumble personal life. Yeah.
Keep going.
So one time, he was known for getting into like fist fights with other sci-fi authors, and like he'd get sued, and then there'd be a gag order, but he'd still talk shit, saying like he won the fight. And one time, a publisher put tearaway tobacco ads inside one of his novels, and he mailed them 200 bricks and didn't pay postage, so they had to pay for the bricks once they arrived. He kept mailing this publisher bricks because they put a cigarette ad in his book. Fuck. He was so pissed off, like, and he didn't pay postage, so like the person getting it has to pay for it. Yeah. And then another publisher, it might have been the same publisher. After the 200 bricks, he sent them a dead gopher.
What?
Yeah, through the mail.
Damn, and, dude, sci-fi artists or sci-fi novelists were a little bit more hardcore than, huh?
Just this guy in particular, like, was like he was just completely like dickhead. He wrote like 1,800 short stories, and there's this one professor who told me never amount to nothing, and at the end of his life, he's still emailing him every news story he publishes.
Damn, that's
like
send
him every one. And he wrote this story called Soldier, and he uses Soldier to sue basically everybody. Like he sued the James Cameron for Terminator. He said that's a copy off of my story Soldier, and they settled with him. Then the Incredible Hulk, he sued Marvel. He's like, that's Soldier, and it's like, and he said, I'll tell you, I'll drop the whole thing if you pay me whatever you're paying the artist, and you give me one of everything you make forever. And this is just a total dickhead, like, because his story Soldier is.
How is the Incredible Hulk the Terminator?
Well, like it's
you get 2 foreign jacked guys, grease them up, muscle as hell.
Like he's
rip their shirts off.
I mean, he's definitely like just sort of causing shit.
Holy shit, dude! I could be a sci-fi writer, bro. Dude. Here, get this. We're on a planet, probably the moon or some bullshit, some sort of asshole moon of some stupid gas fart planet, and they got some stupid rings or whatever. And there's like 3 moons or whatever. They don't get a normal sun. That setting, everyone shirtless, everyone guys, women nowhere in sight except for just to be like, oh, we took care of all your things, sir. Your ship's pulling up, and then they disappear in the blackness in the background.
Whoa.
Your thoughts?
Okay, I'm.
So mostly it's going to be like Fast and the Furious, but in space with more shirts off, less of that lesbian Latina chick that they ruined Fast and the Furious with.
I'm
more guys.
I'm okay with Michelle Rodriguez. Is that her name?
I don't know.
Fucking Guadalupe.
It should be Michael Rodriguez.
Should be fucking Penelope Cruz or something.
Dude, is that the one who's
He's got fucking gay porn in his trunk.
He's got nothing but gay porn in his trunk.
Got fucking gay porn in his trunk.
Dude, if Penelope Cruz turned me into the cops for having gay porn in my trunk,
she weighs like
I wouldn't even bat.
She weighs 90 pounds.
She weighs 90 pounds and she's getting pissed off at me because my coke dick doesn't fulfill her.
Yeah, it's like was that the issue? Because they were driving home.
He had a brick in his trunk. They were on their way out. Their glitz and glamour lifestyle wasn't what it used to. She's coked out of her mind.
Yeah, and he, like, because they were all kind of. Because, Diego was also...
Diego turned on him for Pee-wee.
He was pressing, like, who's your manager? And, like,
the fat brother from My Name is Earl staying in Mexico.
He just definitely like.
He became a torta pounder.
Yeah, like he's the guy who like he had they don't have big wrestlers, do they? They don't have big people in general.
Actually, that's a wonderful point you bring up. I wonder if a larger man would succeed in the wrestling community in Mexico because
it's so high flying. Like it's like
the luchador that lucha libre stuff. That's massive. That's massive entertainment for them.
It is, in the whole like the
and
whole.
They specialize in little fellas.
Yeah, exactly. Because the whole like sort of style of their thing is like flips off, and it's like really acrobatic, nimble shit.
Or they do a lot of like a one to a couple of midgets versus like Abdullah the Booger, like somebody who's just a big schlup. Like recently, we were talking about Butterbean. Did you see his last match they put him in? Boy, oh boy, they're putting Butterbean up there like Richie Valley. Like he's a fucking animatronic. He looked like a Chuck E. Cheese washboard player during this fight. It was fucking sad, bro.
What is it? What is it?
It wasn't even
he was
boxing.
in MMA?
No, it wasn't even boxing. It was wrestling. Because Butterbean is
Oh, dude, wait, the
he
guy
does it all.
I remember the guy that like the guy he. I watched the Butterbean documentary actually on Netflix recently. That is one thing I watched, and that like Butterbean was boxed a wrestler at WrestleMania, and he slept this dude into the stratosphere within like first one punch.
Butterbean's throwing that fucking
that overhook and like
the overhook where he's got all that torque, and he's a round man. That radius turning on you, you're going to the bed.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like he's but yeah, this guy Vince McMahon was mad because this guy won a match he wasn't supposed to be. Like he won a match that was scripted for the other guy to win, and as a punishment, Vince brought in Butterbean for an actual. It was an actual boxing match, 4-round in the middle of that WrestleMania, and he sleeps. This dude's never the same after this hit from Butterbean. I swear.
Dude.
Just one of the
Butterbean in his prime, he'd fucking throw that.
Dude, like Butterbean.
God damn.
Yeah,
hook.
I mean, he was still like, and he actually did get better like over time with his like certain aspects like defense and footwork. Like,
oh yeah,
his MMA record is actually not that bad for a guy who's like in his 40s.
Yeah. So his last fight maybe. Because they walk him out here, and it's kind of like a spectacle, and it's like, oh boy,
yeah, like
don't do that to him.
Was it
farewell fight? This is brutal.
Who did he fight?
I don't know, some fucking jabroni. Maybe
he fought Ken Shamrock at one point too. Like, but that might have been boxing. That was before Ken Shamrock was like UFC 1 and 2, like headliner.
Yeah,
yeah, with the whatever Silva that was the first one, Vanderlei, or I can't remember who the. This is all this is the Gracies. It was the Gracies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Gracies. It was fucking
dude. Yeah, I saw this. I gotta find this clip. It's actually kind of a bummer. It was like watching old wrestlers not being able to throw and sell hits.
Yeah. And
you know me, I'm a fucking wrestling fan as of late.
I mean, it's like a
dude. Look at this. Look how this is.
Yeah, man. What is?
It's a sad display of what it was.
Oh, this is not even a televised thing, huh?
Nah, I think this is like a
local, like.
Yeah,
well,
it might even be in Japan.
Diamond Dallas Page has just been rehabilitating Butterbean. Like Butterbean was almost like crippled and couldn't walk.
Using his Diamond Dallas yoga.
Yeah. That's the fat bottom twink.
This
Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah, dude. How can you go? Dude, recently I made Shannon watch one of my favorite movies. This has been becoming one of my favorite pastimes is finding the worst movies of my childhood that me and Ben had on absolute repeat. Like, there's the one where Martin Short is a fairy godmother, and it's one of the lowest rating movies there is. And I popped on this one. Dude, I popped on this shit. What in the hell was it? It was so goddamn. Oh, Ready to Rumble with David Arquette. It's the movie that led to David Arquette winning the title and pissing off all of wrestling.
ECW? No, it was WCW.
Yeah.
It was because EC was the real one. Then he went to that one later, and he got fucked up by New Jack, right?
No, Gage. Nick Gage fucked him up. Nick Gage cut him open with a pizza cutter.
Dude, that little fucking, like, ass-eyed nipple head could fucking...
Dude. Nick Gage is a.
That's the weird one. Nick Gage had
fool.
that brother who's just like, look, a big jacked ass wrestler guy. I remember the first time they wrestled, he like tumbles him over his shoulders and shit.
It was they were doing like a brother versus brother match, and he didn't tell him what was going to happen. He comes out, he hits Nick Gage with a chair, and immediately does his finisher on him without telling him, and it finishes the match in 15 minutes because he's upset with Nick Gage for doing heroin. Then he goes around the corner and dies of a heroin OD.
Hey, do as I say, not as I do.
But dude, I mean,
Nick Gage, like that shit.
It's the craziest thing. You can be a fan of wrestling. You can be a fan of hard, like even
I hate
maybe
the blood.
not ECW, but WCW, the hardcore wrestling. And then you're trying to prove your fandom. Like David Arquette's trying to prove that he's a real fan of hardcore wrestling, and he goes and fights a dude that is known for just gutting you open with fucking fluorescent tubes.
I think it's partially because like but even before that movie thing, he's actually a wrestling fanatic himself too, and hated the fact that like that stunt where they gave him the WCW. That was the one that was like lesser than the WWF. The one that had Ric Flair on it. Had Ric Flair on it.
The WCW,
and they made him champion, and people.
He won, and I read this recently. He won in lieu for Diamond Dallas Page. Diamond was fighting whatever it was because Diamond's in the movie with David Arquette. Everybody's in that movie.
It made him.
And fucking Joey Pants is the bad guy. Fucking Joey Pants. He goes in there. He goes, if I was in the Matrix, I'd take the blue pill so I could see Jeannie Sachs' 90-pound mole on her ass every day. You know, I'd suck Jeannie's 90-pound mole off that ass. Yo, dude, get this. Oh my God, I kind of fucked up. So we're in a group chat, and I'm blaming Ghost. And Ghost, if you're listening, I blame you. He put us in a group text, and I thought it was just like our personal ones and him, but I didn't realize it was like also with Jesse Boo. So my first thing I put in, I put in Chinaman goes to see an eye doctor. Dude, I put that Sopranos clip thinking it's going to Ghost and you because that's hilarious. I love that clip. And then the first response is Jesse going, "Yeah, I heard that one." Like, God damn it. How embarrassing. Because it's like, dude, I'm trying to turn another leaf. I'm never going to apologize to the kid, but I'm at least trying to be a little bit more mature.
He's got to accept his half of the responsibility for what happened.
I'm not even worried about that. It's just how am I going to walk straight in? I'm going to kick the front door into a group chat and be like, hey, here's an Asian joke.
Well, I'll tell you what, you would be doing sooner or later because I don't know. I do remember from my childhood, I have vivid memories of him belly aching about everything so much that was a major contributor to the sort of reason we.
I remember him belly aching.
We didn't just take him out on it for no reason.
I remember him belly aching about a lot of things.
Everything.
You remember he was belly aching? He got glasses. He said he went to an eye doctor. The eye doctor said he got cataracts. And he said, no, I drive a Lincoln Continental. Buzzing, bro. Number one joke of all time. It's the best joke ever.
Fucking good. So fucking
But yeah,
good.
so I, again, foot directly in my ass because I didn't realize who was all in attendance here.
Hey, Jesse, what kind of Chinese are you again?
Oof, my darn. I think I'm going to be fucking an asshole. He might be Korean. I don't know.
I think he's Korean. He looks Korean. He had yellow.
What the hell does that mean?
He had highlights, like
sure.
And they're like.
I just remember he got better at skateboarding than me, and that's when I really turned on him. I was getting sick and tired of him landing kickflips and heel flips.
Because it seems like he was too like he didn't have
too successful.
He didn't have the gravitas of a Japanese person or the sort of.
What?
Like Japanese people, they're the most like. I think,
what? Because he said, "Frank, I will not to suck upon this dog and nipple."
No, I'm just saying. Well, if he was Japanese,
that's
he wouldn't have agreed to do it.
Oh, well.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
okay. No, I mean,
clearing the Japs of this.
I don't care. I don't care what culture you are. You got your 5'6" only friends telling you that they're not going to respect you until you suck a dog's nipple. I mean, dude, peer pressure's a bitch back then.
Yeah, but like some people, just that's. See, there's predators and there's prey in this world,
and my jaw unhinges at the bottom. and I turned invisible.
When you live in hell, be a demon.
Fuck yeah. But dude, yeah, so I've been trying to keep my eye on like some of these group chats, because there's a group chat for work, and it's like with my boss and with my stuff, like with all of my higher ups, and I keep accidentally sending semi-sexual gifts.
Oh Jesus!
Well, because I think it's just to my warehouse dudes.
Oh yeah.
Because I just see like you
gotta start a warehouse deep state.
I know. I need. Well, we recently changed it to the femboys.
Yeah, so that's nice. It's interesting how the group names like evolve over the.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you gotta be one step ahead of the ops. You know.
Yeah.
I was reading. I was joking the other night, like that all these people play in the factory in Chesterfield, like beach house. They don't want their gear to get stolen and stuff. And I said if it does, it's some of the St. Louis drill rappers are writing dreamy psychedelic ballads about murdering each other. Like it's all popping up.
Yeah, dude. Space songs actually about getting all fucked up on galaxy gas and then introducing your op to your fucking glizzy.
Fuck yeah.
I'm hitting my motherfucking op with my switch. If you know what I'm
Gila's
saying.
about smuggling a Gila monster out of the desert and putting it in your ops Air Force One.
Yeah.
Dude, like that guy gets stung by all those bugs and stuff. He got bitten by a Gila monster.
Peterson?
Yeah, Coyote Peterson got bitten on the hand by a Gila monster by accident. He wasn't meaning to grab it. He was filming.
Did he film it?
Yeah, he did. And it's like I said, there's poison in the teeth.
Did
like,
it just cut his hand out?
Like, it's just shredded. It's shredded at his teeth. Their teeth are like razor blades or something.
Jesus Christ.
Or like, yeah, it's wild.
Oops. My motherfucking
have you,
shit.
I mean, I got this recommended. This it's like a sci-fi short story thing on YouTube. It's narrated, but it's called like All Tomorrows. All Tomorrows.
What's this new sci-fi kick for you? What are you getting into sci-fi?
I like sci-fi horror. You know, this is like a body horror like type of thing too, because it's like
dude, I love the bodies of horrors too, dude. I love horrors when
it's just bodies. to me like the that combo right there is just always fun. Like,
well, have we done? We need to during Hog Week while Shannon's out of town and it's just the hog pit. Mm-hmm. We need to get gross and watch those Cronenberg, James Woods movies.
Yeah, fucking
Videodrome.
Videodrome, yeah.
AKA Stomach Pussy.
Dude, yeah, that giant.
And then we need to watch that stupid fucking Crash. Like, you've got to see it, dude.
With the James Spader.
Bro, he crashed. Like, I can't remember if the opening scene, he gets in this crash that, like, completely fucks up his leg and shit. I can't remember if the woman's tit's out or if she just looks at him and then whips her tit out and then he just blams his pants.
I believe that was, like, a spontaneous thing, maybe.
Either way, dude, have you ever, like... So I could never in my life, like, something so physically crazy, traumatic happened that now it's linked to something sexual. Like, when I was jerking off and I buckled my knee, could you imagine if the only way for me to come is if I just, like, lock my knee like in a fucking choir singing performance and fucking buckle and pass out? I have to feel the numbness through my legs until I hit the ground. I can't come. I'm rock hard. I'm so close, but I just need to hold my breath and pass out.
I'm strangle myself to sleep.
Dude, how late you get a knee injury and you have to explain to the doctor that you're doing auto locking asphyxiation, or you lock your knees so hard you choke yourself out and pass out.
Yeah. Trying to line your head with something hard to hit back when.
Yeah. You're up there, you're singing. What song did we have to sing in choir?
We had to sing, it was all secular music and stuff for the most part, wasn't it? I don't even remember, like, no, it wasn't. What did we sing in there?
I don't know, dude.
We sang, like, musical stuff, maybe?
Maybe, dude. Fucking.
The Sound of Music?
Yeah, dude.
Masterpiece. I love that fucking movie
Do,
so much.
re, mi, fa, so, suck on my tiny dough.
And then it brings us back to do.
Yeah, dude. Schizo, fragilistic bitches sucking on my penis. Driving in this hoopty-ass car and honking all hard, chitty bang style.
That's You know what?
I'm just mashing up every possible musical I can think of. I don't know any. I don't know enough.
I know a couple. I know. There's one's called Guys with Dolls.
Huh?
Yeah.
Dog. Wrong. The only movie I know about called Dolls is this stupid 1980s horror movie that, like, dog, we're going to, around October, we're going to have to watch the worst horror movies that we possibly can. Because this one's as if, like, your grandma's Nutcracker collection came back to life and they just stuck you with pieces of wood. It's like you got worked over by Zero Generation action figures, like the green guy action figures, the ones that don't move, dog. Yeah. Think about getting worked over by the walkie-talkie faggot,
bro. Yeah,
if I got fucked over by the dickhead with the walkie-talkie, I'd fucking be pissed.
Yeah, isn't there a guy with a radio too? No, the guy, the mortar.
He's just this guy.
The mortar has a.
He's either this guy, like, holding it and doing that. I can't remember. Yeah. Then there's a turd with,
he must be running fast.
Well, then there's one turd who holds a pistol, but he's not pointing it. So it's like, oh, you dumb dick, you're definitely getting shot. You fucking idiot.
Dude, like, this.
I've been watching a lot of videos of people going into gas stations holding a gun, and they go rifling through their pockets for change, and they just shoot themselves in the leg, or they shoot their gun and try and play it off like nothing happened.
Dude, you know, like, playing it off like nothing happened is a pastime of any catcher. I had this like memory that came to me recently, and like it, like I told like Elle about it and stuff, and I didn't even realize how kind of weird the story was and how like fucked up it was till I saw a reaction. But basically, I was like vacuuming like very early, like one of the nights at BP overnight. Because I think I was trying to get that prostitute out of there. She was.
Hold on.
She was being all needy and like, and I
there's a needy BP prostitute.
She was like you know, death eating popcorn.
Sure.
But no, I was like I need to like do something really loud, so like, because I don't think I'll be able to like just to finish my shift if this toothless lady offers to like favor me, like it's I don't want that. So like,
good lord,
I was just like nervous, just like I want no, like leave me alone.
She's just gonna ask to gum you up.
I was just getting the like gum up feeler vibes from her, but
she's gonna like try and start soliciting like trying to get you to buy her pussy until you gave her cigarettes to leave. Something like that.
Yeah, I definitely gave her a couple of my cigarettes, but I just more vacuumed the store so she couldn't really talk to me or anything because it's so loud. But but yeah, like where was I even going with that?
Something that this bitch was up to. She's up to no good in the gas station on you. Something about maybe sucking on cigarettes. I can't remember.
Oh yeah. Well, one. I'm like the type of guy that like everybody like spills their guts to, and like and even though it's like I don't know these people like and all that, and like just you know,
when people see you behind the counter, like this dude is he's strong, he's big, he's safe, he can hold me. I can tell him my secrets, and he'll keep them. He'll swaddle me and feed me cigarettes.
See, like you gotta have. If maybe, honey, call me back when you've gained 150 pounds and get some veneers or something.
Listen, honey.
Yeah, sorry.
Get them chicken teeth out of your head, gain a little bit of weight off that candy that you should be eating.
It's like
maybe we'll talk.
It's like, yeah, like what? Losing all this weight. Like I'm like.
When she came in, would she just go on and ramble about nothing?
Man.
Coming in freaking out about nothing?
Now I feel like I'm freaking out about nothing because I can't remember what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, all right. You shouldn't have hit that joint. I made you smoke 2 big fingers, and you're not used to that. You're wearing your nice shirt and a bolo tie, and I got you smoking on that Bobo. I got you honking Bobo.
Take a picture of me honking Bobo.
I got you honked up. You're honked out of your mind on that Bobo.
I want to keep my glasses here, my face. I look smart, but I just pipe my podcast, our podcast, against my skull.
That's a solid bolo. Where'd you get that, John?
Oh, eBay. China.
Yana? Jiner? Oh, is that your fucking...
Yeah. I don't know
what the Is there a camera in there?
No, there's a mic.
Are you doing POV weird? Are you that weird fucking gross Riz guy on Instagram? There's some fucking dude who looks like a hedgehog piece of shit. His body hair is atrocious. He looks not even sexy. He's not even, I wouldn't even consider him attractive. I would just consider him a run-of-the-mill piece of shit that I wouldn't want near.
Run-of-the-mill nipplehead type of shit.
If I had a pussy, I wouldn't fucking open it for him to even look at. Bro. But this dude comes around, he wears glasses just like that, your little fucking POV porn masters.
Yeah.
And he just walks up to bitches, he goes, oh my God, your hair looks so good. You look great. And then, all these polite things. It's like, get the fuck out of here, nipple. Dude, this dude is disgusting looking. I hate him so fucking much.
Hey, man, it's just...
But you need to go out there and start rizzing these sluts with these fucking POV porners.
That's just the thing. It's like,
look at this dude. This dude is the hairiest fucking goblin, and all he does is he walks up to these big titted bitches in California, and then he just tells them, "Oh, your swimsuit looks nice." While it's wedged up your pussy.
Oh, fuck it, dude. My best in the for me, best in with the Latinas is the love of the Morrissey and the Smiths to bond on.
Oh, I love the Smiths.
I love the Smiths.
My favorite band, I love the Smiths.
I was
in my life. Dude, what? I don't know what it is, but the Spanish people love the Smiths.
Dude, apparently, like it's a thing where there's several reasons people have attributed to it. Like there's one, it sounds a lot like the melodramatic ranchero ballads and stuff he does. Another one is Mexican Americans feel heavily isolated and disconnected because their Spanish speaking relatives don't look at them as full Mexicans, but then they're not fully accepted by whites either. So if you're a gay celibate, racist vegetarian like Morrissy, you might not relate to those levels. And also, it's something that's
you don't like Chinese people.
Yeah, he said they're subhuman,
brutal.
But another thing is Morrissey is it's also they're fascinated by him because of their machismo culture and stuff. Seeing a guy go out and just bare his soul like that is captivating to them because it's something that they wish they could do because all Mexicans are extremely melodramatic, and just it's called El Pasión, basically. But
El Pasión,
yeah, and it stems from them not being able to really show it until it just boils over.
Yeah, and then they just have to tell their sorrows.
They have to scream at each other, scream at their
their
abuela,
their
abuela, their hermano, their
hermano.
The Nina,
their tios,
the Nino,
Ninos and tios,
mijos.
What
is mijos? Is mijo's a term of endearment for a boy?
I don't know. Mijo might be brothers.
I feel it's a son sort of thing.
It's come on, son.
Man.
Yeah, you can call it how some uncles or grandpa. Come on, son.
Yeah,
come on, Mijo.
Yeah, dude. If I want to have grandkids one day just so I can call them Mijo.
See what you got, Mijo.
See what you got, Pentejo.
Dude, I don't know.
You're getting it's Mijo.
I don't know. I don't know if I can be a dad, bro.
What's
the one thing that's really weighing on my mind is Ben with his son. I don't. Me and Ben were decently athletic, but this is also. From my head, I was a fucking star athlete. I can look back in it, and I kicked daisies. I could have been a shithead. I could have sucked ass. I have no idea what that was like.
Here's how it's gonna work. Is you have really two roads you could go down here. So you could, if you want your kid to be good and care about them being good, you're gonna have to go with the G Money model, and it's gonna be brutal and shit. Or you can where you could be like my parents, which are more sort of warm, but I also did not thrive in sports.
But I mean,
it depends on how much
they supported you in other avenues, whatever you wanted to do.
No, they supported me and all that, but I think but I didn't have that fear drive aspect.
I mean, for me, which I don't know how my fear of letting G Money down was something else, but Luka doesn't have that, and Ben. I don't know if Ben has the natural machismo. You see G Money and you don't have to know him. It's that motherfucker commands respect. You see Ben, you're you faggot.
Yeah. He's kind of like he's got a little bit of.
But he's so harsh on Lou. Like Luca is.
Also, like
he's not the best athlete, and Ben doesn't.
He's, it's maybe just treat it well. Sport. Does he care about sports either?
Well, I'm worried that I'm gonna be like Ben too. When I'm gonna see my son strike out, I'm gonna say, "Get away! I'm disappointed."
I feel like baseball also is like.
Baseball, basketball, football, it doesn't matter. Ben is not thrilled with the performance the boy's given. What I'm worried about is if I have a son and he's not if my son isn't goddamn 6'7", probably gonna be a D1 athlete. Then a D2, I don't know. What's a D2 scholar? And then he's going to go straight to fucking CIA, and they're going to tell him he's going to be Top Gun, but then he's too tall and handsome to fly the planes.
So then they're going to tell him blue-collar, Goodwill Hunting type.
Yeah, so then they're going to put him in the Secret Service, keeping the First Lady's, like the president's hot daughters safe.
Yeah.
So my son's basically just going to be plugging hot daughters.
I mean, there's a big scandal like during Obama's presidency of all of his like Secret Service guys, and when they were in South America, all of them just getting hammered and like partying with hookers and stuff. And
I thought you were about to say getting hammered and trying to get handsy with the daughters.
No.
No.
Like they knew that fucking Obama would like. I feel like Obama's got that gay murderer side to him, to where they used to like murder his chef or the pastor of his old church.
You mean the enormous jacked military chef that like drowned or something because his muscles were too big?
There's that guy, but then I think he also it was his former pastor of his kind of like radical like fuck whitey church when he was younger. Got shot by a bunch of times in his apartment.
Whoa, he's in a fuck whitey church?
It was like, this was also 2008 when they can like a big thing that the Republicans wanted. They heard tell that there was some sort of whitey tape of like Michelle using the term whitey. And they were hell bent on finding the whitey tape, but they never did. But his pastor is just more of like it's like not quite Farrakhan, but it's like a Marcus Garvey type of church. Like let's go back to Africa, type of thing. This sucks, fuck all of them. Or it's more just who knows? It's like it's all probably like fucking ridiculous. I mean, Obama. I believe that guy that says Obama's he sucked off Obama in that limousine though. Larry Sinclair, the guy, he went on. Tucker had him on.
Larry Sinclair
wrote a book in 2008 when Obama got elected about like
how many pages? How long can a book be about sucking one penis?
Like it's. I mean, they also smoke crack together, and I'm sure it's all sorts of other stuff, of course. But it's he got to go on all the Fox News shows.
So this guy used to dust up blunts and suck dudes off.
Well, I guess Obama would smoke crack with these sort of young party monsters and just get domed off in a limousine. And then that weird letter came out recently too, where he's I love men or something. He said there's something about him being like gay, and I'm pretty sure unless that came from that Russian octopus weapon that they're piping in fake stories.
What in the fuck are you talking about?
Do you remember that? Yeah, we brought that up that one time.
The Russian octopus they keep underneath the fucking
they pulled up from the ice. They pulled up from the center of the earth.
Yeah, they pulled it up from the center.
Yeah, so that octopus is what's the reason why we can't get pussy, and the reason why.
Okay, so so what is that octopus? He's writing letters about Obama saying whitey or and Michelle using whitey, and then
it's
this octopus is sucking off who?
I'll tell you what, it's I don't think I can say any more on the recording, but
I should. If I were you. Mm-hmm. Said too much,
dude. Like I also the episode. It bothers me. My favorite episode is like KYS, and I wish we wouldn't have censored it at all. See if you can find the original one and upload.
I'm not.
Please, it's like. It's so funny when I tell Obama to kill yourself.
Damn it.
And also,
God damn it,
dude, it's fine. Fuck you.
No, I don't know. Can we tell a fucking president, an ex-president?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair game. I'm not. If telling other people to kill him would be bad, but if you say Obama, kill yourself, like he's a type of figure. He's not even a real person. You know, like he's just he's a figure in magazines on TV and stuff, and like, and it's also I feel like I'm protected by some hustler level like of free speech thing where it's like they're a public figure. Like, would anybody reasonably believe that I really want Obama to kill himself?
I mean,
I do hate Obama, but I don't care whether or not he kills himself. But if he's thinking about it, then Obama, kill yourself. And also, it got censored on the last one. If you've never been trapped, you know. Kill yourself, my man.
I ain't never been trapped.
Yeah, like we're talking about us straights. We're starting to get to know the tells because we're tired of being trapped.
Well,
all my boys get trapped.
Well, when we're standing up for like Eddie Murphy, didn't Eddie Murphy get caught?
Yeah, there's something like that, and I misremembered it or melded the two things. It's Hugh Grant. I thought Hugh Grant got caught with a black transvestite hooker too, but I think it was just a cop, undercover cop. Dude,
well, it's terribly charming of me to get caught with a British black transsexual prostitution.
There's the thing too, like they had this one public restroom that they'd go and just like shake George Michael out of every couple months in Britain.
What?
He got arrested multiple times for having sex in park bathrooms at the height of his fame.
That's preposterous.
Like recently,
if you're George Michael, you're at the height of your fame. You could probably get just about any tail. Like easy, like not easy. I mean,
yeah. I mean, don't think about this.
You can have it curated to you. You can have it delivered to you. You don't have to go and get questionable, strange dong.
Well, you know, like you can go to a gas station and heat up like a Hot Pocket, you know, just because it's right there, or you could wait and make something better. But he's a man too. And think about it too, if you happen to walk by like the park that has the bathroom with all the guys who suck you off in it, you wouldn't just swing through real quick on the way to wherever you're going. You know, we're talking men here. Like men, it's frictionless existence with just, you know, gays. Like it's the figuratively, but like.
Are you listening to our podcast in your fucking headphones?
It connected to it automatically.
You psychopath. I thought we were trying to do a podcast and you're listening to one.
I haven't been listening to it. It just turned on. It just...
You were the most psychotic person I've ever met. You talk to me about things that we've talked about on this podcast thinking I remember jack shit. It's because you just walk around with these glasses all day long. You have like
Google voice-to-skull technology, bro. Oh, my other one just came on. See? Like they're kind of like... They're these weird touch things and they're I don't know how to like fully control them.
Frank looks like my POV channel on Bang Bros with these fucking fake goddamn Ray-Bans. I
got the clears because I didn't want have to wear sunglasses inside and at night all the time. You know, and so,
Jesus Christ.
What was I supposed to do? You know, like I avert my eye contact with people because I don't want people to like notice that they're not real glasses either. I'll put them up on my head because like that'd be really gay if like people thought I was just wearing glasses because I think I look good in glasses.
Why don't you do the dad thing and just wear them at the end of your nose and just always look over them?
I do that. My sweat always fogs them up too. I do that most of the time. That's the most comfortable actually, or I put them up on the head.
Dude, that right there, wow, give you a newspaper. And you look like you were fucking pissed off at either the left or the right, and I don't know which.
Oh, bro, I'm like one of those like.
It's like you can't open the paper without getting fucked by a good couch deal.
Yeah. I feel like pile of wooden fucking windows. I'm gonna go live stream real quick too and see if we get any.
Sure, surely. But dude,
yeah.
Are you going to try and
what?
You should try and go get pussy with those things.
You should chill and walk. Not to my own horn, but I think I do. They do look good on me. Maybe I should fuck them.
Drop them on the ground and do a Velma. Be like, my glasses.
Yeah, and I'm like, feeling their feet.
Yeah, I can't look up your skirt without my glasses.
Bro, yeah, just like
dude, you look
just bowling them over.
Well, all I can hear is my voice blasting over your fucking speaker. This is nuts to me.
Like I said, it has a mind of its own a little bit. It turns on and off.
I don't even. Good Lord.
Let's see what we got. This is damn it, we're back. Like
so all these things, there's been a lot of stupid like hypotheticals. Oh, so hypothetical on the internet. 100 men versus one gorilla.
Oh, okay. So
First off, it would take 5 of us to hold them down and suck it.
Yeah.
You, me, Leland. Obviously, Leland's gonna put it in a fucking a full Nelson.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna pinch its nipples. You're gonna punch its balls. Phil Senior's gonna show it pictures of prolapsed assholes.
bro. Yes, I'm gonna smoke cigarettes around it and get secondhand smoke.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go to the park and beat up some gay guys and make them come and suck it off.
I'm gonna teach it sign language and teach it that gorillas have the smallest penises in the ape world.
Mm-hmm. Tell them it's a fact. Tell them that their penis is actually small, dude.
Their heads are shaped like just so retarded looking. They're all fat and they come up to the point, you know.
Yeah, they all fucking look stupid as hell.
It's not like orangutans are very cool. I enjoy them.
They get spooked by their own fucking reflection.
They're the smartest ones though, because
orangutans are chill.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when a kid wears like a gorilla mask and he's like looking at him, they go nuts.
Yeah,
like,
they don't care for that.
Remember, was it the Omen where like they're in the zoo and all the animals are trying to break through that shit with Damien? Yeah.
Damien goes in there. Dude,
Gregory Peck, the hottest man alive.
Yeah, Gregory Peck, the sexiest man alive.
Yeah, Gregory Peck
in a year.
Just absolute fucking
Gregory Peck going
dog.
in there, dude. He's
womanizing.
Going in there. Atticus Finch, more like Atticus Dick. Dude, you got to get away from that hole. You're going to hurt yourself.
Yes, I am. It's like, Gregory's like, yeah, I pecked her.
Dude, he pecked her down.
Would you like to see my pecker? How does he talk again? He talks.
Boo Ridley.
Yeah. Would you like to see my pecker?
I hid a picture of my pecker in that tree.
Dude, he had like I love how you got to like make up your accent back then if you're an actor.
Yeah, dude.
Jack Lemmon, he's the guy who's like, he's kind of nervous, but. He's like basically like Gil, like the guy the wolves are always at his door.
Yeah, and then who was this cocksucker? Fucking. Whoa, I don't know.
That's Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, I fucking hated that.
Dude, you know what's so funny? They got Jimmy Stewart to play fucking Charles Lindbergh. In the Charles Lindbergh story, when like they could not be more different. It's like, well, gee, I just think that the white race would be like we should you have eugenics and kill the retards,
we should be flying in the air.
I killed my own baby.
I threw my baby out of my airplane.
Dude, like he was Charles Lindbergh was a guy.
You're getting too close to the hole.
I'm rolling the wires.
Fuck the wires. Your safety's more important, dude. If you fall and your ass gets all the way in that hole, dude, that's a drain. It's gonna suck your whole ass out of your butt.
You care about my safety when it's convenient.
It's convenient for me.
Well, whichever's supposed to. Well, you never miss an opportunity to bellyache at me,
dude.
And if I roll the wires, you'd be like, "Don't roll over the wires."
No, dude. The only time I could care less about your safety, dude, is just an opportunity to complain. Yeah. Don't you get that wheel next to that fucking cable, you asshole?
Fuck, is it broken though?
You're kinking my cable.
I'm gonna fall backwards.
You are. You're gonna.
This wheel's bigger. I'm not gonna.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Dude, this thing should be a toilet.
Dog.
Might
as well be.
Is this thing on?
You dumbass.
Let me see. Oh, we're telling people. Well, where are you, fuckers?
We need to get it. We need to get into feeding.
Yeah, the live stream.
I want to be a feeder.
Yeah, we're just two feeders, looking to.
I want to be a feeder.
Two gainers.
I want to be a feeder, and I want a big torta, and I think I want. Because, your bros, at least the kitchen bros that I'm aware of, they might know a place or two where you can go down and get some chicken fights. They might have torta fights around the corner.
Turtle fights?
Torta. Large Mexican ladies.
Oh, okay.
Mexican ladies with our weight class.
I'm into that.
I like that. And I found out recently at Chilanguitas that a torta is just a dank. It's like a burrito, but on a bun instead of being wrapped up.
I could dig getting into the Latinos
to the tortas.
Yeah, but you think they already have like a bunch of kids? But then again, wouldn't mind being the just sort of
the
hands off stepfather. Yeah. I'll show them the Smiths. I'll do
the Smiths.
I mean, yeah, like if I can give that to them and
I cannot wait to hang out with Gringo Stepdad Frank. He plays the Smiths. I love the Smiths.
Panic in the street of London.
Panic in the streets. I love that song.
I love that song. What is it? I'm the DJ. All right, what is this? I never know what they're J's or Y's, correct?
Dude, who the hell knows? All I know is Morrissey is a
their
fucking...
X's are like...
Morrissey's got too many syllables in his words.
Oh,
his
yeah.
songs.
Oh, dude, I don't know.
He's a wordy motherfucker.
He is, but like I think what you probably are turned off by is his speech impediment. He has got like a...
I don't like how I've heard 5 songs and he keeps going, I'd rather not do this. I'd rather not go.
I don't know.
Like, dude, just say, I ain't going there. I don't know. I'd rather not. Well, who the fuck's making you? You crybaby bitch?
I mean,
just play that one song, Meat is Murder, because that's a gnarly-ass instrumental.
Dude, like, that's the thing. There's some...
Dude, I listen to Morrissey while I fucking eat Taco Bell. It's the coolest experience.
Dude, honestly, I think Morrissey's one of those ones you got to kind of sort of crack the code on. And I've heard his solo stuff, though, too. There's, like, when he starts getting real racist real publicly and...
That's where he's good, man.
Yeah, like, and he's got like he's got opinions that nobody likes. He makes everybody mad, and I gotta respect that. Like,
he's an unwanted dick.
Oh, he's just like a total like a sassy bitch. Like one time he's talking about he doesn't like hip hop, he's like an old queen who hates rap music because he doesn't like just the talk stuff. He's like, there's no melody to it. And he says he writes off all gangster rap, and
that's sick.
You know, he doesn't allow the venues he plays at to serve meat on the nights he plays, which is consistent with his like idea that if you're meat, you're as bad as a pedophile.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that makes sense.
Because that's I wouldn't like. I'm anti-pedophilia, but I wouldn't play any venues that were just like also pimping out kids. So if I felt that strongly about meat, which honestly I want to give up meat for like moral reasons and stuff, like just because that shit like it is kind of fucked up, but like man's got to fucking make it in this world. And it's hard to stay sustained on vegetables. Just I don't know, just because like I feel like I don't know, I care about animals like more than I care about people and stuff too. Like I'd ice.
What animals? All animals?
I love all of God's creatures.
All right, so you telling me you got fucking Jurassic Park neck wide raptor lizard coming at you, and you're fucking Newman from Seinfeld, and you're about to get your ass sprayed and eaten. You love him?
Here's the thing: is no, like
you see that raptor with that one big coke toenail, and he's tapping on the kitchen counter, and he knows where you are. You love him? I
love him, but I also have a staunch if it's him or me policy. It's going to be me. Like that's why I have no remorse for like throwing mice in the toilet and flushing them, because like it's total war when an animal is encroaching into your house and feelings can't get in the way of the mission. So my boss told me like blow all these birds' nests off this thing, and like there's babies in them, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. And then, I can hear the babies. I can hear the babies chirping and bringing back. They're like they're on TV mounts on the bars, and they're like, the guy's coming like next week to put those up. So you just blow those bird cages out of there. I just like kind of like laugh, my like nervous laugh when I'm really nervous. I laugh like and probably look like a psycho to my coworker. But then I didn't watch. I'm not gonna blow this.
Blow birds out of their nest.
I was like seriously like I would be. That would
nervous laugh is psychotic.
It would haunt.
Sounds like Krusty the Clown.
It would that shit would haunt my soul the rest of my life if I blew those nests that were full of I could hear that they were full of babies.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm
doing something knowing it, that like full well knowing that you're doing it is pretty rough.
When it's not like, but the thing is, if it's like pest rodents in my home where like it could be a health risk, then no. But I
Did I tell you the time I was driving down in Hog Hollow? It must have just rained, or it's kind of damp, and it's dark. It's nighttime, and we were doing one of the turns, and that dolphin has some drink. So I do one of the turns, and I don't really see what's in front of me, and I'm passing the blunt to whoever is next to me, and the dude goes, "Holy shit, look out!" I look up, and it's just a sea of geese, and I just I just
I don't really feel bad about. I
those
don't feel
things
bad about
out.
killing geese. Though. I never killed one before, but I honestly
feel bad about that mashed goose.
No, of course not.
He got mashed.
Dude, here's the thing. It's like I had an early formative experience with geese that's pretty much defined my relationship with them forever. When I was about the same height as it, I was in the botanical garden, and I was trying to give it like a piece of bread or something, and it, at eye level, hisses, throws its wings up, and runs at me. This thing's as big as me. So at that point, and it nipped me on the finger, and I got no love for geese.
Damn.
Fuck them, I don't even buy the fact that they're endangered or like there's.
Damn, dog.
I see them fucking everywhere. How are they protected?
You don't show no love to no geese bullshit thugs, huh?
Fuck them. They're
even if you're squashing a beef, you're not shaking their hand, huh?
Fuck no, bro. Like the geese, I'll honk them into their grave.
Dude, I stay honking on Bobo.
Dude, my dad, when he worked at the airport in the 90s, they had to kill geese on the runway, and this guy ran him over and then took him and put him in his cooler to eat that night. And my dad said he put it in the cooler and had to press the lid down, and it went oh. It blew out slow. The lid goes,
Pushed all the goose hair out. Oh.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest I ever laughed. My dad told me that. Yeah, it's the pack cooler full of dead geese. My dad said it's so disturbing.
God,
it's like the things when the guy presses all the rubber chickens, except they just pushed all the last bit of air out of those geese's lungs. And whatever, dude. Do you think you could get a bone tomahawk? You get their honker out of their throat and embed it in your throat?
Yeah,
that'd be sick. It came on again. See,
yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta get your spy specs out of here.
These things are Chinese.
But if what you're asking me is if we can get their throat thing out, put it in our throat and turn us into the troglodyte from Bone Tomahawk, so we can go.
Yeah, we go. Yeah.
So I can be staying honking on my Bobo,
dude. We can honk in formation. We go me and my boys go everywhere in V formation.
Always in a V formation, honking.
Yeah,
steadily.
Just honking, looking back at each other.
Dude, so we were doing the show. It was an outdoor show, and we were setting everything up. We were about to start the show, and then just a fucking low V of honkers come through, and then they come in honking, they turn left honking, they turn around honking, and they're honking for so long.
They're looking down at you and honking.
They can't figure out what to do. They can't. So they're honking, and then they go away, and then a fucking slab gang of 5 to 6 old police Crown Vics with the craziest paint you've ever seen, 20-something rims, massive. They were lifted the stupidest candy rims I've ever seen, and one of them had almost Mad Max style pole lights. They were 9-foot pole lights. One of them said "Duh President" on it in the front, and that one was baby blue. Another one was white. One of them was shiny black with pink accent.
Original Pimp My Ride cars.
Possibly, dude. There's 5 dudes. And I only think one car was in charge of the speakers and had to have speakers on the outside of the vehicle, because when they came around, they were thumping so hard, but you could hear every single word and every single instrumental. It wasn't just hearing the rattle of their bass as they turned the corner. So here we are doing this show. We have elected officials here. It's a professional show. The fucking mayor's here and all this bullshit. And we get honked. And then slabs pull up. Just rocking the fucking road. And then they turned, because they were driving through the roads block, so they have to drive a block this way, a block this way, a block this way, and then another block. So they were stuck around bumping for so long. I saw the president 5 times. I saw this dude coming in this blue candy paint shit. It was nuts. The wheels were so big it didn't seem right that they could turn. Like the turning made no sense.
Like the wheel well, like
the wheel was nowhere near the well.
God.
It was so lifted.
You know what I like is I like the hydraulic things where it lifts the bed off the truck and just spins around.
Oh, damn.
I mean, my dad, that's like the most retard brained mod you could get is the spinning truck bed that just goes. It's like on a boom. Yeah, it just lifts the bed and just spins it in a circle.
Yeah, dude, you get a trunk full of groceries or of lumber, whatever. You go home, you accidentally hit the wrong one. It just starts slinging all your wood around in the yard.
It's so funny. It looks so stupid.
God damn, think about, dude. It's like, yo, my torts has been demanding for my child payment, and I'm trying to get my little niños through fucking school. But not until my fucking S10 has a lifted mobile bed. Bro, if my S10 doesn't jump and then its bed comes up and spins, my boy ain't going nowhere.
Bro, yeah, like I gotta see. You got your vintage Fords, tinted out windows,
hell yeah,
lowered. Yeah, that original F-150 Lightning from. It was the fastest truck in production for like a month.
Damn, that must have been a hot month.
They were like, it had to be annoying because like all those car companies, they'd outdo each other in the most ridiculous ways. Like Chevy made a 350 cubic inch engine, and my engine from that year on my truck is 351 cubic inches.
Damn, they had to just put like one extra. Fucking. They found They got a screw that's a little longer, so they had to put 2 washers and a nut on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just.
It's
rules. Wild. Like it's like I said, I'll buy a picture of Calvin pissing on just about any damn thing. That's what I always say. I believe in I believe in nothing.
Calvin pissing on anything.
I believe in Calvin pissing. Yeah,
that's exactly what I believe, dude.
I want Calvin. Yeah, I want Calvin pissing on a Ford.
I want Calvin pissing on this Chicago Pope.
Yeah, the Chicago Pope Leo. What's his real name? Bob.
It's probably like Bob fucking.
I wanted Pope Otabanga.
I wanted Pope Otabanga too, dude. Yeah, for the sharp teeth.
Pope Otabanga. It's like Popo Bongo.
Well, I wanted fucking Pope. It was like Antonio Title or something from the Philippines. He would have been tight.
I want like
because they couldn't have that Italian. There's too many Italians.
Yeah, it's. I mean, also like
there's been too many Italians,
and like they'll never have a black one. I don't think they should make their own Vatican in Africa or something. You know?
Damn, like how there's the real Israelites, real Vaticans.
Yeah, the Ethiopians that live in the in. Shit, there's a small percentage of Ethiopian Jews and stuff, and they believe in all like the Dead Sea Scrolls like shit too. Like they follow those ones because I think some were found there. They just liked them, and
they're like, actually, this is a cool book. This is what
right, because like I mean, imagine that you only had. It's funny what like when you think about like the Bible, how it's just like a bunch of like old fancy dress pedophile Italian queers just got to decide what was going to be in the Bible. Like Dante's Inferno didn't make the cut. It was that he applied like for like the the whole.
Really?
I mean, even though his whole like idea of hell is the basically our perception of it through. They still use the imagery basically conjured from his story without it being an actual canon book of the Bible, which he wanted it to be originally. So like
sure, but for Italians, hell is. You're stuck at an Irish bar, St. Patrick's Day, and you lose every hand of poker.
There's fucking that's so funny. I lost my train of thought, but
it's all right.
It's Italians, yeah. Man, that weed's been fucking dialing me in.
You're honking on that Bobo. It's getting your brain all boogie woogie.
I've got smoking that fucking Brendan Dassey.
smoking that the duel of the booger over here.
I'm smoking that Zaza. Zaza got me feeling like Brendan Dassey.
Zaza got me moving like claymation.
Give me the fentanyl. I only fucking fluorescent lighting. I gotta see everything.
Disgusting.
Hell yeah.
All right, doggies.